The phrase content mill refers to organizations which produce huge amounts of material very quickly, designed to get attention, with no interest in quality. If you've ever seen an article in a search with a compelling title but which says nothing for several hundred words, and only tells you the thing you wanted at the end, while showing you 7 million ads, you've had the content mill experience, my friend. Some of these are just a link to a video someone else made, but they got to show you ads. There's a ton of channels out there whose objective is to make as much stuff as possible, as fast and as easily as possible. We just watched Cinemassacre become one of these, making easier, lower effort, worse videos, and for the ones that were supposed to be good, outsourcing the editing to a guy they underpaid so badly he later quit, and the writing to a guy who turned out to be stealing shit. The quality suffers, yeah, but if you don't care about quality, you save yourself a lot of time and effort. The people who are in this for the money are engaged in a constant race to the bottom, to find the easiest possible content to make and still get paid for it. If you're a nerd, and look at you, you've been recommended a YouTube short where a robot explains what happens in a comic.
The sad story of Rocket Raccoon, the drunk who knew Batman's identity after Homelander lost his mind.
These float to the top because there's catchy names, and there's hundreds of them. So they get recommended to everyone even though nobody likes them. My favorite insane content farm stuff is when an AI explains the plot of a movie to you, but the title is "A Woman Wakes Up Covered in Bees" or something.
Welcome back to Movie Recaps. Today I will show you a drama, fantasy film from 2018, titled Be With You. Spoilers ahead.
These are so perplexing, they wrap back around to being performance art. He has only 3 organs left, but the scientists turn him into a super soldier. It's RoboCop! An AI voice explains the plot of RoboCop to you! Incredible! But if something becomes successful, even if it's something this weird, people are going to try and do the same thing, especially if it's easy to crank out, like an AI recapping a film.
The opening scene features a guy who finds himself confined within a large cube.
The opening sequence introduces a prologue. After this, the chaos caused by the Egyptians is depicted.
Today, I'm going to explain a film based on the real-life story of the youngest warrior of World War II called Soldier Boy.
Today I'm going to explain the horror zombie film, titled Warm Bodies.
And walked over to the man. When the man saw it, he was still cursing at his wife.
The Dog King has gathered hundreds of stray dogs. He is leading his entire army to attack the city.
Hi, Jake Recaps here. Today I am going to explain a movie called Allerlero.
So you can see how content mill shit dovetails very nicely with ripping people off, if not outright plagiarism. And right in the middle of this ecosystem are reaction videos, where people just upload themselves reacting to other people's videos. The money almost makes itself! Reaction videos are a key piece of the Illuminati puzzle here, because that was Blair's previous content mill. A few years back, reacting to Reddit posts was a popular format, and it was easy to make, so hacks jumped on it. She used to make videos reacting to popular Reddit posts, and she'd try to add to the jokes, and, you know, not manage it.
After all, if I can't trust the President of the United States, who can I trust? And that's, Tricky Dick. Very cool, man. The Watergate scandal man himself.
Extremely boringly reading out Reddit posts wasn't good content, but it was content. She saw moderate success doing this for a few years, briefly forming a communal channel where she and several friends reacted to Reddit posts together called Sad Milk, a channel which has since been completely obliterated, and she's currently sending cease and desists to the other members to stop them talking about why. So that's fun. But this kind of explains a lot. In a way, Blair has always just been reading other people's stuff at you. She spent over half a decade trying to become a popular YouTuber, by any means necessary. Before these, she used to do storytime videos back when they were really popular, which led to a notorious video where she talked about clogging a toilet by literally filling it with shit.
I didn't even see the hole, so I knew the poop wouldn't go.
When video essays started being a popular format, she pivoted again and started making what she makes now. None of this has ever been about actually making something she cares about. It's always been about making something popular. When these finally caused her to really take off as a creator, she basically immediately deleted all of her previous cringe attempts to cash in on other trends. Remember when nearly 1 million views disappearing from Philip's channel was a bit weird? Try 40 million. Sounds like those videos aged like milk. Sad milk, that is. The Illuminaughti channel is a video essay content mill. She has a team of editors helping to put out videos every other day, and she doesn't need a writer. Wikipedia's got her covered. And if there happens to be a documentary on the topic, she can just quote that 40 fucking times. The video happens overnight because she didn't have to do any work. There's a part in the vaccines video where she talks about all the documentaries she's watched as part of her research process. And I don't think she realizes she's telling on herself here.
And I've got to tell you that I've seen a lot of documentaries doing research for these deep dives. The Netflix Betting on Zero for Herbalife, The Dark Side of Chocolate for Nestle, documentary series on the hikikomori, and all the Goop episodes on Netflix, Blackfish for SeaWorld, there's a lot.
This is just a confession. Referencing the big documentaries on a topic you're covering is fine. Quoting them or using some footage from them makes a lot of sense, I think. But at a certain point, you're just repackaging other people's work and selling it off as your own. And speaking of selling, why would someone do this? Well, when I sat down to watch the Fire Festival video, I got served 2 advertisements before I could hit play, and then immediately got hit by a commercial for Blair's plushie.
Make sure to snag one before it's gone because these are not coming back once this runs out.
Then 11 minutes in, I got a message from today's sponsor, Mint Mobile, where I could get Squixteen Dingles off my Bext burger.
And we will begin to unravel what happened at the Fire Festival right after this ad break. Make sure you go to mintmobile.com/MLM. That's mintmobile.com/MLM.
And then within seconds of that sponsorship ending, I got a second sponsorship. She has 2 right next to each other. Go to blueland.com/Illuminaughti.
To blueland.com/MLM. That's 15% off your first order of any products of Blueland orders at blueland.com/MLM.
Now, I don't want to speculate how much money Blair made from this sloppy shit that was made in about a day, but I do know how much a video with that many views makes in ad revenue, and I know what the overhead is on those plushies, and I've been offered similar sponsorships, so I'm pretty comfortable in saying she made a fuck ton of money from stealing someone else's documentary. It turns out it's the same twist it always is. Why did this stupid shit happen? Oh, it's money! This is a really good racket. I'm almost jealous. With a small team of editors, you could knock one of these out every few days. And she does. I mean, she doesn't need a writer. Now, maybe this technically isn't plagiarism. Maybe you give them a pass because having a link somewhere in a description makes it okay to have done this. But I think we can all agree that even if it isn't plagiarism, it is, at the very least, shit. When we're talking about creative works, questions like this aren't really about rigid definitions. It's about whether or not something passes the vibe check, as adults pretending to be children might say.